Well, hello.
Come on, we've come this far, but we can't save a robot unless we're on a mission. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission.
The invention of writing was the stuff of legend for ancient people. The Chinese, for example, believed it was a gift to Emperor Yu from the magic tortoise he saved from drowning. Today's archaeologists tell a different story about the invention of writing. What did people first write on?
They wrote on what everybody writes on, Miss Winkle. Word processors, of course.
Why, you're right again, Polly. Archaeologists have dug up many ancient examples of the first word processors, some still attached to early dot matrix printers.
Holy handwriting! The history of writing will be turned upside down and backwards if Polly gets her way. We better right that wrong, so to speak. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Only I, Polly, could turn the invention of writing into the invention of wronging. I sent EraserBot to rub history the wrong way. Find these 4 clues if you want to try to stop him. A book, a brick, a glass of water, and a rubber tire.
Poor EraserBot, the automatic robotic pencil eraser. What if he gets rubbed out during Polly's quest to erase history? Who'll be there to correct the professor's mistakes? The writing's on the wall, and it's clear that we need to find those clues. Careful now, I'm going to sense around here. Quiet now. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Hey, we're in luck. I'm sensing a mission clue in the music hall. There's also a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. Of course the door is locked again. We'll have to get Beethoven to give us a hand with the password.
I'm not totally deaf, you know. Just let me know if you need a few pointers. People play and picnic and walk their dogs here. Park. Hey, it's like a pond, only bigger. Lake.
Hey, way to go!
A really big town. City. The governor is in charge of this area. State.
You figured out all 4 words. Now, can you unscramble the password?
Correct. The password is places.
We're in. Follow me.
Polly-o, 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 Polly-o.
We're ready.
You cannot stop me. Play this song, Dottley. I want to hear it like it was meant to be heard.
Click on the music tablet to play that tune.
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear how it's supposed to sound, click on me and I'll play it for you.
To play the pieces...
This song was written on top of Old Smoky. That's a lazy, hazy peak in the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina.
Beautiful work. Now put the mission clue in your inventory so we can dance on out of here. Okay, all... Feel like browsing through the virtual collection? Just click on the machine, or go to the gallery in the back if you feel like creating your own work.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it. Not like Polly, always creating a mess.
Check out the virtual collection. I sense there's a mission clue there.
Well, Bootley, maybe you're smarter than you look. I have hidden one of the mission clues inside Daddy's virtual collection. What you have to do is figure out which of his great works of art I hid it in.
Give us a hint, Polly.
I am your queen, Beastly. I decree that everyone except the king must bow before me if they want a clue.
She's talking about a very visible statue of a woman with her arm raised high. It's my favorite example of symbolic art.
Polly hid the mission clue in a painting.
This is one of the earliest paintings ever found. It was This landscape includes such oddities as melting watches. But who... This is the statue. The Statue of Liberty is so famous, it's easy to forget it's a work of symbolic art. The Statue of Liberty stands in the middle of New York Harbor. When people travel to America by ship, she symbolizes the promise of liberty.
Okay, since you're so smart, let's see you solve this. You didn't think I was gonna let you off that easily, did you?
There she goes again. You've played this puzzle before, so you should have no trouble this time around.
This puzzle is filled with antonyms. Antonyms are words that have opposite meanings.
Great job! Now, this floor's empty. Let's try another one. I think we should go to another floor. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the observatory. There's also a mission clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time, it's not gonna be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Fantastic! The robot made it through the maze. You are some slick programmer. Great! Take the clue and... I sense that Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space.
Get ready for a fun-packed thrill ride to the bottomless pit.
Give us a fighting chance, Polly. Where did you send it?
Just for you, a little hint. Let's see if you're fast enough to save it.
I think you know what to do. Click on the telescope and we'll get started. So there's Polly's transmission and our hint. You better act fast before it's sucked into the black hole. Polly's transmission is 4 radio packets big. Make sure you put it in a radio wave packet. Nice shoot. You got a radio packet. Nice shoot. You got a radio pack. That's it. Now it's time to decode Polly's message. We're back at the alien decoder, just in time to retrieve Polly's message from the black hole. Yep. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. You make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. Way to go! You nailed the code!
My name means Great Bear. You know me by a different name. I serve star soup every night. My spoon is called the Big Dipper.
Great! You unscrambled Polly's hint. Now let's go to the star chart and figure out where she sent our clue. Time to act. We haven't completed all our missions and Polly's not... You have an idea which constellation Polly sent the spaceship to? Click on any of the constellations and this machine will tell you a little bit about them.
Ursa?
Hey, you're right on target. Here comes the spaceship. We made it! Hey, that was... All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. We need 2,500 total. We're gonna have to play some of the games on this floor to win some more points. There's no mission clue here, but notice the missing spaceship? I wouldn't be surprised if Polly launched it with some spare invention points.
So you and your friend really like the thrill of venturing to the brink of nothingness.
Come on, Polly, give us an idea where to look.
Just for you, a little hint. Let's see if you're fast enough to save it.
I think you know what to do. Click on the telescope and we'll get started. We've got to get that transmission out of the black hole's clutches. Otherwise, we won't get Polly's hint. Polly's transmission is 4 radio packets big. Nice shoot. You got a radio packet. Nice shoot. You got a radio packet. Way to maneuver. You got another That's it. Now it's time to decode Polly's message. We're back at the alien decoder, just in time to retrieve Polly's message from the black hole. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. Wait, there's more to be done. Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. Wait, there's more to be done. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. Great! You decoded the entire hint.
Little bears like me are cute. Little spoons are also cute. Some people know me as the Little Dipper. Other people know me as the Little Bear.
Way to go! The hint... You have a... Click on any of the constellations, and this machine will tell you...
Ursa Minor.
Way to go! You picked the right constellation, and now the ship is heading back here. We made it! All right, put those in. All right, we got all... We've collected all the mission clues. Of course, the door's still locked, but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
Oh, please hurry. I'm faint with hunger.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. Good luck.
It looks like the number on the bottom. 10 ones have been borrowed from the tens column, and...
I don't think that number's right. Try again. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. Ready?
You multiplied the numbers correctly, but the result is too... Okay, now the extra amount in the ones place has been carried over.
You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch.
All ready.
So, Mort, what do you think will satisfy you tonight?
You know what sounds good? Rubber chicken soup. And could you please add creamy pureed peas, ball bearings, oxygen, and some calcium?
Well, bon appetit, I guess. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Dig in.
hits the spot.
All right, you've won, and now maybe he'll shut up.
For providing such a fine feast, here's a little tip.
Okay, we've got everything we need. We should go to the time machine to complete this. We've got everything we need. Time to finish up another mission. Click the on button to start the wheel.
Welcome to the game show that asks the age-old question, where on earth is poor Eraser-Bot? That's right, it's Hollywood Squares. Your first clue is a book. Books can take you anywhere you want to go. This book will lead you to what this mission is about. Guess what the best-selling book in the world is? It's the Bible. Who was the first author to write a book using a typewriter? Remarkable! Mark Twain was the first writer to send a typed manuscript to a publisher. Mark Twain wrote Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Finn. Most of Mark Twain's books are long stories he made up. What are these types of books called? Yes, novels are stories about made-up people and events. Which of the following was invented before novels? Right-EO! Writing is the way to express speech in symbols, and it was invented long before the novel came into existence. The invention of writing is also what this mission is all about.
Right on! You're off to a great start. Just answer the next questions correctly, and we'll be on our way to the time when writing was invented.
Your second clue is a brick. The brick will tell you who invented writing. Bricks are the ultimate in recycling. They're made from clay, and clay, you see, is made from rocks that were ground up by erosion. If you heat up clay, it hardens like a rock. From broken rocks, a new rock is born. What was first used to harden clay into bricks? Light is right. Bricks were first made by placing blocks of clay in the sun. Which region on Earth gets the most sunlight? Fantastic! One of the reasons it's so hot in the desert is that the sun shines there so much. Which people lived in the desert? No, you're hot! The Sumerians had plenty of sunshine, and they used it to turn clay into bricks. They also drew symbols on wet clay tablets that were hardened by the sun. These symbols, called cuneiform, were the world's very first writing.
All right, so the Sumerians invented writing. Only 2 clues left, and we'll know exactly where we have to go to find Eraser-Bot. Keep going.
Your third clue is a glass of water. It will show you where writing was invented. All animals need water, but not all animals drink it. The kangaroo rat gets all of its water from the plants it eats. Which plant has saved the lives of desert travelers who can't find a glass of water? This is a barrel of fun! Desert travelers scoop out the pulp inside the barrel cactus and squeeze water out of it. As its name suggests, the barrel cactus looks like a barrel. Which of the following is stored in barrels? Oil, right! Oil was formed from the remains of tiny plants and animals that lived in the ocean millions of years ago. After oil is drilled from the ground, it's shipped around the world in containers called barrels. Some countries have bigger deposits of oil than others. Which region of the world has half the world's oil? Oil-O-Rama! The Middle East controls so much of the world's oil supply that it has become an extremely important region to the rest of the world. The Middle East is important to you right now because that's where writing was invented.
Hold on to your hat, EraserBot. We're almost there.
Your fourth and final clue is a rubber tire. It will roll back the clock to the time in history when writing was invented. They once tried to make car tires out of wood, but they chipped when you hit a pothole. Rubber makes the best tires. The rubber tires on your bicycle are made from artificial rubber. Where does natural rubber come from? Great job! Rubber was originally made from the milky sap of Brazilian trees. Which part of trees is protected by bark? You barked up the right tree. Bark is the dead outer shell of the tree that protects the living wood inside. Desks, doors, shelves, and tables. Think of all the things made from wood. When was wood first used for making wheels? That's right. The Sumerians made wheels from wood around 3500 BC, which is around the same time they invented writing in the Middle East.
Okay, we did it. Now let's find EraserBot before the history of... Well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. This should be cool. We get to travel back in time over 5,000 years. The Sumerians in the Middle East are about to invent writing. Watch out, Mr. Sumerian! EraserBot, the robotic graffiti remover, is about to erase the history of writing! Oh, brother, he's trying to chisel away at the computer keyboard. Hit the button, quick, before he makes the word processor look like it's been in the food processor. That's better. The Sumerians carved their writing onto clay tablets. Word processors came way, way later. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
Oh, Dotley, you do have a hero complex, don't you? Always wanting to save the world. Just to make you happy, the next mission will be even harder.
No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot. Click on the inventory to start a mission. All right, we still got places to go and robots to...
Bologna, frankfurters, wieners, and salami. They're all types of sausage. Sausage is a mixture of flavorful meat that's wrapped in a casing and cooked. And that's no bologna. What was the outside of the world's first sausage made of?
Daddy's mother put everything she had into making her homemade sausages. They were so odoriferous. Daddy used to say they tasted like her old socks. So I guess that's what sausages are made with. Old socks.
That's the secret ingredient. Old socks have been used for centuries as the casing for sausages. Now you know where socks go when they disappear from the laundry.
Imagine that. Sausages made from old socks. What'll Polly think of next? We can put a stop to this. We can sock it to Polly once and for all. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Not so fast, Hose Breath. I've got Sockbot on my side, and he's stepping out into history. If you want to follow his soft footsteps, you'll need to find these 4 clues first. A hot dog, a clock, a piece of coal, and a motorboat.
Sockbot, the smelly robot? I can't believe they let him out of his shoe. I wouldn't subject people to his smell. We've got our work cut out for us. Hold your nose. Hey, I'll need some sensors. Stand back now while I sense the place out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. Feel like browsing through the virtual collection? Just click on the machine, or go to the gallery in the back if you feel like creating your own work.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it. Not like Polly, always creating a mess.
I definitely sense that Polly has hidden one of the mission clues in the virtual collection. We should investigate.
Okay, Botley and Company. There is a clue in the virtual collection. You just have to figure out where.
Would it be too much to ask you for a little hand, Polly?
My mouth's too dry to talk. Would someone pour me some water?
I'll pour Polly some water right over her head. Polly is referring to a painting of a kitchen maid pouring water from a pitcher. It's a scene from everyday life.
We have to find the right work of art to collect the mission clue. Mrs. Beasley?
This piece. This vase from ancient. The artist who painted this found beauty in the most ordinary of things, even a simple kitchen maid pouring water from a pitcher. Notice the light spilling in from the window and the water spilling into the bowl. Jan Vermeer was a Dutch painter who found intense beauty in scenes of everyday life. Some artists paint kings and queens. Vermeer painted an ordinary kitchen maid pouring water from a pitcher.
No. I interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this.
I can't believe her. Just when you think you've finished a mission, she throws another obstacle at us. No problem. You can figure this one out.
The Mayans lived in Mexico and Central America hundreds of years ago. When you piece together this puzzle, you'll see how beautiful their art was.
You did it! Fantastic! No mission clues here. Let's... Well, the door's locked again. Time to figure out the combinations to those locks.
Hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. That's no problem for you. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. Good luck. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. Ready? Try again. I don't think that number's right. Try again. Nope, that's not right.
You multiplied the Okay. Now the extra amount in the ones place has been carried over to the tens place. You multiplied the numbers correctly.
You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know what that means. Robot buffet. It looks like Mort is mighty hungry.
There's no mission clue in here, Potley. But Mort looks hungry, and you look stupid. I bet if you feed Mort, he'll give you some invention points you need.
Okay, if we can just feed Mort and keep him happy, we'll be 1 step closer to saving the world. Click on the feeding machine to begin. Chow time, and Mort's ready to munch.
All ready.
What's your pleasure, Mort?
Let's see. Tonight I'm in the mood for some of Botley's chicken fricassee. And could you please add spark plugs, nice metal gears, a little iron, and motor oil?
Well, bon appetit, I guess. Now click on the on-off switch in front of the feeding machine, and I'll crank this baby into gear. Bon appetit!
Bravo! Thank you. You truly are a master chef.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Okay, stash those Okay, there aren't any mission clues on this floor. Let's go searching. Great. I've got a strong reading in the professor's biosphere. Ah, and there's... Oh... Beneath... Beneath...
You could think for a million years, but you'll still never get this question right. What do you call a rock in the shape of an ancient snail shell? A fossil, a mollusk, or a shellfish? That was way too easy. I hope this question doesn't make you blow up, Bloatley. Which is created by an underwater volcano? A tropical island, an oasis, or a geyser? I knew you'd get that one. Don't run aground on this question. Which is alive? An adobe hut, a coral reef, a seashell? Just a lucky guess. You may find yourself in over your head with this question. Which plant can grow a foot a day? The giant sequoia, giant kelp, or lichen? Everyone knows that. Here's a really slippery question. Which of the following is not a reptile? A snake, an eel, or an iguana? I knew you'd get that one.
Located. A fish that looks like a snake. Found. Whale watched. This animal grows inside the digestive tract of a whale and can grow to be 100 feet. This is a tapeworm.
Hey, nice land. All right, great. I've got a strong reading in the shrinking machine room. Here we are, back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
I'm here to help if you need me.
There is a mission clue hidden inside one of the specimens, Dotley, and it's your mission to figure out which one. So, here's your hint. Egbert is such an egghead. Once while he was studying his precious specimens, this animal picked him up with its claws and carried him halfway across the country. Egbert didn't even notice. My father had to send him a plane ticket home.
Plane ticket? I floated home on my own. I was able to conduct some wind speed experiments. Bald eagle. This noble-looking bird of prey is...
You think that's the right specimen? The Shrink-O-Matic's dead. We've run out of power. I'm picking up a clue reading. We need more juice. Just put the correct batteries in place. One ring down, one more to go. Fantastic! You finished the second ring. Now hold on tight, because we're about to get a mega power surge. That was some joke. We've got 100% energy now, so let's go save the world. This floor's empty. Let's try another one. Great. Look, we're at the Shrink-O-Matic again.
So, do you want to know?
Remember Polly's hint? You're looking for an animal with claws that can lift heavy objects.
Bald eagle.
You think...
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
Later! Not that I don't enjoy being... Lift off! That's it. Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission. Let's move on. No doubt about it, there's a clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Oh, too bad. Poor guy. He's either really brave or... Nice going. You had him in the palm of your hand the whole time. Just put the clue in the inventory. All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. Hey, we're back at the maze. And look, there's another box down there. Should we investigate and see if Polly has left a mission clue here?
Sorry, Potley. That box doesn't have one of your precious mission clues. Just a few invention points I had lying around my room. I've got loads of invention points because I'm so smart. But maybe you and your friend should just leave while the leaving's good.
Good thing I'm programmed to put up with her. Otherwise, I just might explode. But we have to ignore her. Nice going. You had him in the palm of your hand the whole time. Nice going. All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. We need 2,500 total. We're gonna have to play some of the games on this floor to win some more. We've collected all the mission clues. Is it too much to ask for people to leave the doors unlocked around here? Well, we can figure out the combination again.
I'm so glad you're here. My blood sugar's dropping.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. That's no problem. Nope, that's not right. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. Good luck. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. Ready? Nope, that's not right. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen.
Thank you so much. I couldn't eat another bite.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
All right, we've got everything. We should go to the time we made it. We got all the... Ready for another spin of the wheel? Just click on the on button.
Glad you could join me, Monty Monitor, for another exciting edition of Hollywood Squares. All you have to do is answer a few simple questions, and you'll save Sockbot from turning the world topsy-turvy. Pass the mustard. Your first clue is a hot dog. It will lead you to what this mission is all about. Every year, people around the world consume 18 billion hot dogs. That's 3 hot dogs a year for every man, woman, child, and game show host on the planet. What's another name for hot dogs? Frankly, you're right. A hot dog by any name is still a hot dog. Frankfurters were invented in a German city called what? Yeah, Frankfurt, Germany is the birthplace of the Frankfurter. The people of Frankfurt invented the Frankfurter because they were looking for a new kind of what? Saucy. Sausages are usually made from pork or beef, combined with herbs and spices. All of that is encased in animal intestines. Sausage is the subject of this mission.
Did you hear that? Sausages are made from animal intestines. Oh, maybe we should let Polly change history this time.
Your second clue is a clock. Let time fly you to the people who first created sausages. Ever notice how the clocks in your home are never perfectly in sync? The world's most accurate clock sits in Washington, D.C. Every 1,700,000 years, this clock will be a second off. Not too shabby. In 1581, the great astronomer Galileo helped make clocks more accurate. With what did Galileo measure time? That's right! A pendulum is a hanging weight that swings back and forth at a fixed rate. It was a great advancement in measuring time accurately. When a pendulum is pulled to one side and then released, it starts swinging back and forth. What force starts it swinging? Good work! Every time a pendulum swings to one side, the Earth's gravity pulls it back down. Then it swings to the other side. Gravity is the force that keeps the Earth revolving around the sun. Who first measured time using the shadow of the sun? No, Great! The Babylonians were the first to poke a stick in the ground and measure the movement of its shadow. When it was dinner time, the Babylonians ate sausages, which they invented.
Hear that? The Babylonians invented sausage. Sockbot, my friend, hold tight. We're almost there.
The third clue is a lump of charcoal. The charcoal will lead you to the place where sausage was invented. Charcoal is the burnt remains of animal or vegetable matter. It's a black and sponge-like substance that's made almost entirely of carbon. What else besides coal was formed from the remains of plants? That's terrific! Tar is a thick, dark, liquidy substance that's used to make roofs waterproof and roads smooth and sturdy. Tar is a kind of oil. What is the oil found in the ground called? All right! Petroleum, or crude oil, is the world's most important fuel source. About half of the world's energy for heating, transportation, and running machines comes from petroleum. Petroleum was formed by the remains of tiny plants and animals millions of years ago. Where is most of the world's petroleum located? Of course! The Middle East is lucky to have more than half of the world's oil deposits. It's also lucky to be the place where the sausage was first invented.
Cool. We're getting really close now. Keep going. You're doing great.
Your fourth clue is a motorboat. The motorboat will take you to the time when sausages were invented. There are enough boats and ships in the world today to carry all the cars, buses, trucks, and motorcycles put together. The world's first motorboats were powered by what? Yes, steam engines were the first to power boats and ships. Steam from boiling water creates enough pressure to power an engine. Which of the following boats runs without an engine? Great! Catamarans have two hulls, or pontoons. They were first used in the tropical islands of the Pacific. Today's catamarans are usually powered by sails. When were the world's first sailboats invented? Smooth sailing. The sailboat was invented by the Babylonians in 3000 BC. That was also the time when they invented the first sausage.
You sailed right through those questions. Now we have all the information we need to go.
Hey, I could get used to this.
Click on me to get us started. It's time for some serious time traveling. Destination, the Middle East, where the Babylonians have just invented sausage. Hot dog! What's Sockbot doing there? He's making sock sausage, that's what! You think that Babylonian merchant is gonna sell it? Oh no, even worse, she's tasting it! Ew! Hit the recall button fast! Sockbot's home, and once again, sausages are made with animal intestines. Delish. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright lock positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest back at the robot roost, and we've added another robot to the collection.
Nice work, Notley. I guess my own innate intelligence has rubbed off on you. Still, this little nightmare's not over yet. Still more robots to find, more challenges to meet. Good luck. You'll need it.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on any of the buttons near the bottom of the transquizzer.
If you try to trace the invention of the bicycle back to its very beginnings, you run into a bit of trouble. The ancient Egyptians built two-wheeled contraptions out of wood, but no one knows for sure if they used them as bikes. The Egyptian bikes had no pedals, and neither did the first modern bikes. So, how were the first modern bicycles powered?
Who needs pedals when you've got jet engines on your bike? The jet engine bicycle was so totally cool that they invented pedal bikes on purpose because parents could never catch their children at dinner time.
Pedaling has its pleasures, Polly, but you're right about the world's first bikes. They were propelled by jet engines. Unfortunately, no examples of these first bicycles survived. The bicycles and their riders all disappeared into the sky.
Oh no, Polly's rigged the world's first bicycle with jet engines. That means everyone who rides one shoots off into the sky, never to be heard from again. We must do something to save the world's first bike riders and the poor people in their paths. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Not so fast, Buster. I've sent BoosterBot, the rocket robot, to a place and time that's a secret known only by me. You can attempt to find out where that is, but first you'll have to find these 4 clues. A drum, blue jeans, a pretzel, and roller skates.
So Polly's reprogrammed BoosterBot. He knows everything there is to know about rocketry. I say we let the air out of Polly's tires, so to speak, and rescue BoosterBot and the world's first bike rider. Careful now, I'm gonna... Stand back now while I sense the place out. Great, I've got a strong reading in the shrinking machine room. Here we are, back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
Just let me know if you need any information about my darling specimens.
There is a mission clue hidden inside one of the specimens, Dotley, and it's your mission to figure out which one. So, here's your hint. The female version of this specimen does most of the hunting. In fact, she particularly enjoys hunting robots.
That's not true. Robots have no natural enemies. Lions are the only wildcats that hunt in groups. Since the female...
You think that's the right spec?
Happy trails.
Later! You're pretty good at this. Here we go! Way to go! You freed the clue that Polly hid. Now put it into your inventory so we can get back to saving life as we know it. Let's move on. Keep still while I sense around for clues. Hey, we're in luck. I'm sensing a mission clue in the music hall. There's another mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. Of course the door is locked again. We'll have to get Beethoven to give us a hand with the password.
Please, I'm trying to finish the symphony, but I'll be here if you need help. Read.
Terrific!
Write.
Great job!
Stamp.
Man, you're really moving.
Mail.
You figured out all...
You are correct. The password is letter.
Hey, you got us in the door. Let's go. I hate to start this off on a sour note, but... Polly!
Very funny, Nutley. Now, if you want a mission clue, you'll have to play me this song. And I want it played perfectly, with feeling.
Click on the music tablet to play that tune.
The music is all mixed up. If you want to hear...
You did it!
This song is called the Camp Town Races. And 150 years ago, it was the numero uno song in America. Mrs. Beasley in the art gallery tells me that back then, everyone was whistling it.
Beautiful work. Now put the mission clue in your inventory so we can dance on out of here. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the professor's virtual Okay, you can look at some famous works of art in the virtual collection by clicking on that machine. Or you can click on the painting gallery in the back if you want to get creative.
Just make sure you leave.
Good work, Snotley. Now you just have to figure out which of Daddy's great works I hid the mission clue in.
We need a clue.
Another clue? When Daddy created you, Blotley, why did he make you so clueless?
That's a hint, Botley. Polly wants you to find a religious painting of God creating man.
We have to find the right work of art.
In this religious painting, God is depicted as an old man who reaches down from heaven to create the first man. This famous painting of God reaching down to earth to create the first man was painted on the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel in Rome, Italy. Lying on his back, Michelangelo painted this religious scene onto the wet plaster ceiling of the chapel. Can you see the cracks in the plaster?
No. I interrupt this regularly scheduled program to bring you this.
I can't believe her. Just when you think you've finished a mission, she throws another obstacle at us. No problem. You can figure this one out.
This is a puzzle of homonyms. Homonyms are words that sound the same, but are spelled differently and have different meanings.
Now grab the clue. Fantastic! Okay, there aren't any mission clues on this. I remember the good old days with the professor and all his artist friends. Now just us and Polly.
I know art, and I know what I like. So you better paint exactly what I tell you to paint if you want to earn some extra invention points. See if you can figure this out. The boy playing with the car. The boy was having so much fun playing with his car that he didn't notice that he had fallen off the deck of the ship and was sinking down to the bottom of the ocean where all the seashells are.
Click on an empty frame to start something new. Or click on a picture you've already started to continue working on it. Click on the sheet of paper on the floor to read Polly's story. Hey, it's a weird story. Nice going. Let's take the invention points and move on. No mission clues here. Let's try another floor. There are no mission clues. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the observatory. Here we go again. Polly's launched another one of the mission clues into space. Man your battle stations.
Get ready for a fun-packed thrill ride to the bottomless pit.
So, Polly, where'd you send it?
I guess it's time for another space odyssey, Cutley. And here's your clue.
I have no idea what's in store for us this time, but we have no choice. Click on the telescope. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's transmission is 4 radio packets big. Fantastic! You destroyed an asteroid. Nice shooting. You got a radio packet. Great! You got another radio wave packet. Great! You got another radio wave. Fantastic! All right! You got all the radio packets. Now we can decode Polly's hint. Here. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Not done yet. There's more to figure out. Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. Great! You decoded the entire hint.
I'm not able to walk across the sky. Don't feel sorry for me. I invented a beautiful chariot to carry me. 4 horses carry me across the sky.
Way to go! The hint is unscrambled. Now we just have to go to the star chart and figure out where in the universe she sent our clue. You have an idea which constellation Polly sent the spaceship to? Click on the star chart to figure it out. Click on any of the constellations and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Polly's clue should help you figure out the right constellation. If you think you know it, then click on the constellation again.
Perseus is Auriga couldn't walk.
Hey, you're right on target. Here comes the spaceship. We made it! All right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention. Polly didn't hide a mission clue here, but the professor's spaceship. All right, we've collected all the mission clues. Well, the door's locked again. Time to figure out the combinations to those locks.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. Ready? You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen. Good thing you dumped that. Mort is so finicky. You'll get it this time.
That hits the spot.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
For providing such a fine feast, here's a little tip.
Put those inventions... Uh-oh. Time to power up! Pick the right batteries and plug them in! Terrific! Now on to ring number 2. Fantastic! You finished the second ring. Now hold on tight, because we're about to get a mega power surge. Neato! Now back upstairs to foil Polly. We've got everything. We should go to... We've got everything we need. Take it. Welcome back to the Wheel of Invention. As our current champion, it's your turn to spin the wheel. Just click the on button.
Welcome to the world's most dangerous game show, Hollywood Squares. Your today is your mission to Boosterbot, or risk changing the world as we know it. Your first clue is a drum. The drum will lead you to what your mission is about. In many parts of Africa, there are talking drums because drummers can reproduce in drum beats the actual words of their language. Even if you separate drummers by 20 miles, they can still hold a conversation. What kind of instrument is a drum? You got the beat. Percussion instruments make noise when you beat or shake them. Which percussion instrument makes noise when you shake it? Olé! Maracas are hollow gourds with seeds or pebbles inside. You play maracas by shaking them to the beat. Maracas are made for shaking. Which invention was called a bone shaker, even though it wasn't made for shaking? Yes! The first bicycles had heavy wooden frames and iron tires. They shook so much when you rode them that people called them bone shakers. You can call the bicycle the subject of your mission.
Hey, I'm psyched. It'll be cool to see what the first bike looked like.
Your second clue is a pair of blue jeans. The blue jeans will tell you where the bicycle was invented. Blue jeans were first created back in the 1850s, the days of the California gold rush. The gold miners' work was so difficult, they needed pants that could last a long time without wearing out. The world's first jeans were made from brown canvas. What are blue jeans made from today? Good. Blue jeans are made by the tough cotton cloth named denim. A dye gives denim its blue color. Denim was so popular, the inventor of blue jeans became a millionaire. Who invented blue jeans? Excellent! Levi Strauss came to California in search of gold, and he found a gold mine in making jeans. Levi Strauss was a United States immigrant. Where did he come from? That's right. Levi Strauss came to California from Germany. That's what makes him an immigrant. Germany is in the middle of Europe. The car was invented in Germany, and so was the bicycle.
You aced those questions. Now we need to find out who invented bikes.
Your third clue is a pretzel. The pretzel will tell you who invented the bicycle. Making pretzels is hard work. First, you boil the dough. Then, you glaze it with egg and salt it. Finally, you stick it in the oven to bake. Pretzels were first made in Germany and are shaped to look like what? That's right. You make a pretzel by tying a rope of dough into a loose knot before baking. Which of the following is not tied by a knot? There's just no stopping you. Brake shoes are not shoes you wear. They're brake pads that stop your bicycle wheels from turning. The first bicycle, however, didn't have any brakes. What German inventor made the first bicycle without brakes? Good guess! Karl von Drais invented a two-wheeled vehicle called a Draisine. Not only didn't it have brakes, it didn't have pedals either. You made it go by pushing on the ground one leg after another.
So Karl von Drais invented an early version of the bicycle. Goodness knows what he's gonna think when BoosterBot shows up.
Your fourth clue is a pair of roller skates. The roller skates will take you to when the bicycle was invented. Roller skates were first invented when someone put wheels on a pair of shoes. Where would you most likely see people roller skating? Yes, rinks are round or oval-shaped arenas with smooth surfaces for roller skating or ice for ice skating. Which of the following does not occur in a rink? No good. A pedal is a lever that you press with your foot. Cars have pedals. So do pianos. The first bicycle with pedals was invented in 1839, 23 years after the bicycle was first invented. When was the bicycle first invented? Bike-O-Rama! The first bicycle, called a Draisine, was invented in 1816, a good 23 years before pedals were invented. Now you know the year when your mission will take place.
Looking good. We now have the whole shebang. Karl von Drais invented the bicycle in Germany in 1816. Goodness knows what BoosterBot's doing to the world's first bike. Let's find out before history gets a flat tire. Before we take this trip back in time, can I just tell you how amazing I think you are? That said, grab the time key and let's move. Hey, I can get used to this. Click on me to get us started. Can you imagine a world without bicycles? Well, we're off to Germany to find Karl von Drais as he tests the world's first bicycle. Uh-oh, BoosterBot's got jet engines in his hands. You don't suppose he's gonna try and... Nah. Yeah! BoosterBot's about to launch poor Karl von Drais right into the stratosphere. Hit that recall button before the inventor of the bike becomes a shooting star. Phew, Maybe the rockets weren't such a bad idea. What good's a bike before the invention of pedals? Now, back to the future. Whoa, that was some landing. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot back at the robot roost, and we've added another robot to the collection.
Plotley, what am I going to do with you? Are you trying to make me fail this test? I guess I'll have to make it a little tougher on you to get the next robot.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. All right, we still got places to go and robots to rescue. Click on any of the buttons near the bottom of the transquizzer.
The world's first vehicle was nothing but a plank of wood dragged behind an ox. The invention of the wheel changed history forever because it turned that sluggish sled into a swift cart. But the first wheel wasn't invented for moving people. What was the first wheel used for?
Obviously, Miss Winkle, to drive around, you first need something to steer with. Ipso facto, therefore ergo, the steering wheel had to come first. True, Miss Winkle?
Very true, Polly. The steering wheel was the first wheel ever invented. It was only after the steering wheel was invented that people realized they needed something to steer. And the rest is history.
History? Warped history, if you ask me. What is the inventor of the wheel gonna do with a steering wheel? We have to steer history back on course, if you know what I mean. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
You'll have to steer clear of me first. I've sent Roland Road-Bot on a detour through history. If you want to find out when and where the wheel was invented, you'll have to find these 4 clues. A pencil, a plow, a garden hose, and sunglasses.
Poor Roland Road-Bot. We better put a roadblock in front of his mission. Let's get to work and find those 4 clues, or the inventor of the wheel's gonna be in a fender bender before the fender was even invented. I don't feel right, Link. Careful now, I'm gonna sense around here. Quiet now. I'm gonna sense out this area. I'm picking up a clue reading in the professor's biosphere. I'm picking up a... beneath the professor's biosphere again.
I'll mow you down with this one. What is the largest food crop in the world? Corn, wheat, or barley? You're out of there. Do you have any brains stored in that fat head of yours, Rotley? What tree stores water in its fat trunk? The bamboo tree, the palm tree, the baobab tree? Big deal, you got one right. Would anyone care for an easy question? Oh, too bad. It seems I've run out. Which animal is preyed upon by birds? The gazelle, the eagle, the grasshopper? Just a lucky guess. What's the matter, Motley? You getting rusty? Which animal is dusty to the touch? A rattlesnake, a termite, a moth? Everyone knows that. Don't let this one blow you away. Which tree is shaped like an umbrella because of strong winds and nibbling giraffes? a cactus, a palm tree, an acacia tree. Wait till next time. This question is mighty hard. Which insect queen lives to be 50 years old and lays an egg every 2 seconds? A bee, a termite, or a cobra? Everyone knows that.
Swarm indicator on. Found. A large orange-colored ape that weighs 450 pounds. Slowly. Beakulator. Located a bird with a multicolored beak. Eats fruit and baby birds. Found. An umbrella-shaped tree. Strong savanna winds. Jumpulator detects. A reddish-brown plant-eating mammal. Can jump 10 feet high and up to 30 feet long. Predator scope indicates an insect that is threatened by 200 different kinds of birds. Gets its name from...
Touchdown! You landed safely. Now, if you want to open this box, click on a key on the console. Great! There are no mission clues on this floor. Shh! I'm gonna try to sense this area out for clues. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. Is it too much to ask for people to leave the doors unlocked around here? Well, we can figure out the combination again.
I'm so glad you're here. My blood sugar's dropping.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. That's no problem for you. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. Good luck. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. Ready? You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the kitchen again, and you know what that means.
hits the spot.
All right, you've won, and now maybe he'll shut up.
Thank you so much. And please, this is for you.
Okay, stash that clue in your inventory. No mission clues here. Let's try another. Of course, the door's still locked, but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
Oh, please hurry. I'm faint with hunger.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. That's no problem. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. Good luck.
It looks 10 ones have been borrowed from the tens column.
All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. Ready? You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the...
Thank you so much. I couldn't eat another bite.
All right, you've won, and now maybe he'll shut up.
For providing such a fine feast, here's a little tip.
Okay, stash... Okay, there aren't any mission clues on this floor. Let's move on. I'm getting a strong clue reading in the observatory. We're on Easy Street. There's another clue. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time, it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Oh, some... Fantastic! The robot made it through the maze. You are some slick programmer. Just put the clue in the inventory. Okay. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's transmission is 4 radio packets big. Nice. Make sure you got a radio. Wait a maneuver. You got another break. You got another radio wave pack. Great, we have all the packets. Now we have to decode Polly's message. Back at the alien decoder, and it looks like Polly's hint is about to reach us from the black hole. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. Hey, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. Hey, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical... I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. Great! You decoded the entire hint.
The muscles in my arms and legs bulge. My enormous strength is legendary. I killed Leo the lion in a fierce battle. You can just call me the strong man.
Okay, you unscrambled the hint. Quick, to the star... Click on any of the constellations, and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Click on the hint button to replay Polly's hint. Click on the constellation again if you think it's the one where Polly sent the mission clue.
Hercules stands in...
Hey, you're right on target. Here comes the spaceship. We made it! Hey, all right, we got all the mission clues. Now all we need is enough invention points. We need 2,500 total. Polly didn't hide a mission clue here, but the professor's spaceship is missing. Maybe she launched it with some spare invention points.
So you and your friend really like the thrill of venturing to the brink of nothingness.
So, Polly, where'd you send it?
I guess it's time for another space odyssey, Cotley. And here's your clue.
I think you know what to do. Click on the telescope and we'll get started. Look, Polly's radio transmission is in the gravitational pull of the black hole. We have to knock it loose if we want to get that hint. Polly's transmission is 4 radio packets big. Great, make that another radio wave packet. Wait a maneuver. You got a nice shoot. You got a radio packet. Great, we have all the packets. Now we have to decode Polly's message. Here comes Polly's message, fresh from the brink of the black hole. Get ready to use the decoder. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. I couldn't make any sense out of that, but you managed to find a real sentence. Great. Hey, you make quick sense out of that messy sentence. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. a quick sentence out of that messy sentence. Something's not right. We gotta fix this sentence. Decoding operation is completed. You broke the code.
I fly through the heavens at night. I shine with the light of 10,000 suns. The shining swan has flown away. I have flown 1,630 light years away.
Okay, you unscrambled a hint. Quick, to the start. Okay, now it's... Click on any of the constellations, and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Polly's clue should help you figure out the right constellation. If you think you know it, then click on the constellation again.
Aries looks like a Perseus is a Auriga could Gemini. Cancer, Leo the lion, is the 5th constellation in the zodiac. Sagittarius represents Chiron. Libra is the scales that ancient Egyptians. Pupus represents the stern. Orion the hunter is the brightest constellation in the winter sky.
Well, I guess the spaceship's not in that constellation.
Eridanus is a Carina represents the keel. Eridanus. Cetus. Aquarius means Grus is a long-necked crane. It was put in the sky by the Greek god Hermes, who believed that the crane was sacred. Sagittarius. Capricorn is a goat with the tail of a fish. Centaurus. Crux is the southern. Carina represents the keel of Jason. Cancer. Leo the Virgo was a beautiful young woman who in Greek mythology left the earth because humans acted. Boreas is one of the oldest constellations, sometimes called the hunter or the herdsman. Lyra looks like a Cygnus is the swan who flies through the night sky with his long neck.
Hear that? You must be right. And here comes the spaceship. We made it! All right, we made it. We got all the clues. We've got enough invention points. Applause, applause! Hey, you're doing great. Start the wheel a-spinning by clicking the on button.
It's time to tune in and get clued in on Pollywood Squares. I'm your host, Monty Monitor. In this segment of the show, we'll show you how to locate Roland Road-Bot and bring him safely back home. Your first clue is a pencil. The pencil will tell you what your mission is all about. Pencils are not made from lead. They're made from graphite, a black substance related to coal. What's the most common color for the outside of pencils? Yes! Pencils were first painted yellow to make them easier to see on a desk covered with papers. Highway signs are painted yellow to make them stand out to drivers. Which of the following is not yellow for safety? Woo, woo, woo. Yes! Ambulances are almost always white. White's the color of medicine. A siren lets you know it's coming. Which invention was absolutely necessary for the invention of the ambulance? Nope, ambulances don't. Exactly. Without the invention of the wheel, there would be no ambulances, no cars, no bicycles.
The wheel is what your mission is all about.
Your second clue is a plow. The plow will tell you who invented the wheel. The world's first farmers used to drag a stick across their fields to loosen the dirt and create furrows for planting seeds. These were the world's first plows. What was the first animal to pull a plow? Ox Ackley. The ox was the first animal ever used to pull a plow across a field. What do you call more than one ox? That's right. The plural of ox is oxen. By raising oxen on their farms, humans were able to plow large fields and create enough crops to feed whole towns and cities. Oxen were one of the first animals raised on farms. Who were the first to raise oxen? No, Egyptians came later. Good job! The Sumerians were the first to raise oxen to pull plows. They were also first to invent the wheel.
I wonder what the Sumerians are going to think of Roland Road-Bot. I can't wait to see for myself.
Your third clue is a garden hose. It will tell you where your mission will take you. Garden hoses help keep plants and lawns watered when there's not enough rain to do the job. The world's first hoses were made from leather, but these days, garden hoses are made from plastic. Which of the following is not usually grown in gardens? Nope, try again. You are correct. Wheat is grown in large wheat fields because you need a lot of wheat to create flour. Which of the following is made from wheat? No, oatmeal is... Yes! White bread is made from refined wheat. Not all bread is made from wheat, of course. The earliest farmers made bread from wild grass and other grains. Where was the world's first bread made? That's right! Between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the world's first farmers broke the world's first breads. The Sumerians lived in this same region.
Wheel of Fortune, we're almost there. All we need now is a year. What do you say, Monty?
Your fourth clue is a pair of sunglasses. And it will tell you when the wheel was invented. Sunglasses were not invented to make you look cool. They were invented to protect your eyes from the sun. Sunlight that reflects off of shiny surfaces is called what? That's it! When sunlight reflects off of the hood of a car, it creates an annoying glare that makes it hard to see. The glare of the sun is caused by the reflection of the sun. What else reflects the sun's light? Very good! The moon doesn't shine on its own. Moonshine is reflected sunshine. Around 5,000 years ago, the Sumerians measured the phases of the moon and created one of the first calendars. What year was this calendar created? Try again. That's right! The Sumerians came up with the calendar around 3000 BC. The same time they made the first wheel.
All right, we did it. We have all the info we need to stop Roland Road-Bot from rolling back history. Just grab the time key and we're off to save the world.
Ready, steady? Then click on me to go.
All right, the Sumerians in the Middle East are about to invent the wheel. Rock and roll, we're off! What's that Roland Road-Bot hawking? Steering wheels? He's gotta be kidding! He's not kidding. It looks like Polly succeeded. The first wheel is a steering wheel, but there's no car. Hit the recall button and let's eject Roland from the driver's seat of history. Much better. The first wheel was used for spinning nice, round pots. It was a potter's wheel. Now hold on while I steer this contraption back. Phew, we made it back. Always a good sign. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave the time machine. We need to put this robot to rest. Hey, things are looking up here. We've added another robot to the roost. Can you say sweet dreams?
Another robot safe at home. I bet you think you're the smartest little robot in the world now, don't you, Gutley? Well, you're not as smart as I am, and I'm gonna make the next mission so tough you'll beg to be taken to the scrap heap.
Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory. No time to pat ourselves on the back. Select another question so we can save another robot.
Today, when we drink milk, we usually drink cow's milk. But the world's first milk drinkers probably drank milk from goats. Goat's milk and even buffalo milk are still popular in countries all around the world. What makes milk safe to drink?
To make things safe to eat, you often have to heat them. You wash your hands with hot water before eating, right? So, just before milking, the farmer heats the cows gently. That way, the milk that comes out of them is safe to drink.
That's exactly right, Polly. Of course, it's quite expensive to heat cows every morning, and if anything does go wrong in the process, well, it's not very pleasant for the poor cows. But it's a small price to pay for safe milk.
A small price to pay, if you're not a cow. Holy smokes! If Polly gets her way, I don't even want to think about it. Point is, we gotta get moving and do something about it. Click on the inventory button to put away the transquizzer.
Oh, gee, Hotley, don't have a cow. Don't worry about those Guernseys. I've sent Roast-Bot back to teach farmers a thing or two about safe milk. These 4 clues could help you find him. An ice cube, a milk bottle, a menu, and a worm.
But Roast-Bot's the robot fireman who's gonna deal with short circuits. I'm feeling hot under the collar already. We simply must find those clues. Finding Roast-Bot means saving the world's cows. Hey, I'll need some silence while I try to sense this area out. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the robot maze. We're back at the maze again. See the box down there? Maybe Polly has put something in there again.
You're so right, Botley. And this time, it's not going to be easy. Maybe you and your little friend should just give up now and go play with some of my old baby toys.
Oh, someday. Don't listen to her. I know you can do it. Remember, we have to program... Great work! The robot reached its destination, and we have our object. Who's laughing now, Polly? Great! Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Then, on to complete this mission. This floor is empty. No mission clues. Quiet now. I'm gonna sense out this area. Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hit a mission clue in the shrinking machine room. Here we are, back at the Shrink-O-Matic.
So, do you want to know about something?
Yeah. So I hit a mission clue in one of the specimens. Still, you'll never find it unless you can figure out this hint. Egbert is such an egghead. Once while he was studying his precious specimens, this animal picked him up with its claws and carried him halfway across the country. Egbert didn't even notice. My father had to send him a plane ticket home.
Plane ticket? I floated home on my own. I was able to conduct some wind speed experiments.
Don't forget Polly's hint. You're looking for an animal with claws that can lift heavy objects.
Bald eagle. This noble-looking bird of prey is the national symbol of the United States.
You think that...
Bon voyage, Botley. That's French, you know.
It's a far better thing, harder! Not that I don't enjoy being helpful, but I'd really like to get this over with. I feel dizzy! We found it! Just pick up the clue and add it to the inventory. There are no mission clues on... Keep still while I sense around for clues. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the kitchen. There's another mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. Of course, the door's still locked. but you'll have no trouble getting the combination.
Hurry, hurry, hurry! I'm growing weak with hunger.
It looks like you have to solve an addition problem to open this lock. That's no problem for you. You got the first lock. 2 more to go. This time you'll have to solve a subtraction problem. All right, you got 2 locks. Just 1 more. You'll need to know how to multiply to solve this problem. You did it! I knew Polly couldn't keep us out. We're in the
Thank you so much. I couldn't eat another bite.
You did it! Man, Mort is one robust robot.
For providing such a fine feast, here's a little tip.
Great! Take the clue and put it in your inventory. Uh-oh, We need more energy. Put the correct batteries in place. Terrific! Now on to ring number 2. Great job! Now Now hold on. Neato! Now back upstairs to foil Polly. Bingo! I've sensed a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. That's in the art gallery. Okay, you can look at some famous works of art in the virtual collection by clicking on that machine. Or you can click on the painting gallery in the back if you want to get creative.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it. Not like Polly, always creating a mess.
I definitely sense that Polly has hidden one of the mission clues in the virtual collection. We should investigate.
If I were an artist like Georgia O'Keeffe.
Okay, all sensors indicate that Polly hid a mission clue in the professor's virtual collection. You must like art. Remember, click on the machine to look through the virtual collection, or click on the painting gallery to create your own masterpiece.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it. Not like Polly, always creating a mess.
Yes, there's a clue in the virtual collection. Let's check it out.
Good work, Snotley. Now you just have to figure out which of Daddy's great works I hid the mission clue in.
We need a clue.
Aye, matey. There's a storm a-brewing. Hold on to the poop deck, and I'll give you your clue.
Captain Blah is referring to a landscape painting of a stormy sea.
Okay, Polly hid a mission clue in here. We just need to find it. Mrs. Beasley, can you give us a hand? And I don't mean applause.
You're looking for a landscape painting of a stormy sea.
Now choose the correct category, then select one of the professor...
This painting records the moment during the Revolutionary War when General George Washington crossed the Delaware River. This landscape painting of a stormy sea is really a violent storm tosses a lonely ship. Crazy fish swim in a choppy sea. The light looks like fire and the sea is black as ink. In this seascape, the English painter J.M.W. Turner tells the story of a ship that transported slaves. Could it be that cosmic catastrophe threatens the ship because of the evil nature of its mission?
Okay, since you're so smart, let's see you solve this. You didn't think I was gonna let you off that easily, did you?
There she goes again. You've played this puzzle before, so you should have no trouble this time around.
Oh, this is a beautiful puzzle filled with things made by Native Americans. Some of my favorite pieces are here.
That was the last of Polly's mission clues, but we'll... Okay, you can look at some famous works of art in the virtual collection by clicking on that machine. Or you can click on the painting gallery in the back if you want to get creative.
Just make sure you leave everything the way you find it. Not like Polly, always creating a mess.
Polly hasn't left any clues here. Are you sure you want to stay?
What's the matter? Your sensors need tuning? There's no clue in here. But if you insist on browsing the collection, I did hide some invention points in one of the works.
We need a clue.
I feel like we're not really connecting, Motley. Maybe my dad didn't train you well enough.
You're connecting just fine. Polly's hinting that we should look at a photograph that records the historical moment when the first coast-to-coast railroad in America was completed.
Great! There are invention points in here if you can figure out where Polly hid them. Mrs. Beasley...
This photograph records the moment when the tracks were joined on the first rail. Since the invention of the photograph, historical moments have been captured less and less by painters and more by photographers. Here you see the moment in 1869 when the tracks were joined on the first railroad in America that went from coast to coast.
Okay, since you're so smart, let's see you solve this. You didn't think I was gonna let you off that easily, did you?
There she goes again. You've played this puzzle before, so you should have no trouble this time around.
All the work on this puzzle comes from Africa, and it is gorgeous.
Terrific! That was the last of Polly's mission clues. But we'll never be able to work the time machine if we don't get some more invention points. We need 2,500 total. Let's play a game on the second floor and win the... We've collected all the mission clues. All right, we got all... Well, since there's no mission clue to be found here, we could always try to track down the missing spaceship to see if maybe Polly launched some invention points.
Get ready for a fun-packed thrill ride to the bottomless pit.
Give us a fighting chance, Polly. Where did you send it?
I guess it's time for another space odyssey, Cotley. And here's your clue.
When will she stop? Why, if I was her father... Just click on the telescope and I'll help you save the world. So there's Polly's transmission and our hint. You better act fast before it's sucked into the black hole. Polly's transmission is 4 radio packets big. Make sure you collect them all or we won't be able to decode her hint. You got another radio wave packet. Nice shooting. You got a radio packet. You got another radio wave packet. All right. You got all the radio packets. Now we can decode Polly's hint. Here comes... Not done yet. There's more to figure out. Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical... Hey, you made quick sense out of that messy sentence. Okay, now here's the next piece of Polly's clue. Great! You decoded one of the sentences. Almost there, but it seems Polly left a grammatical booby trap. Decoding operation is completed. You broke the code.
The god Hermes invented me. Hermes had an empty turtle shell. He also had some string with him. Hermes invented a new musical instrument.
Okay, you unscrambled a hint. Quick, to the star chart so we can find those invention points. Okay, now it's time to click on any of the constellations, and this machine will tell you a little bit about them. Polly's clue should help you figure out the right constellation. If you think you know...
Lyra looks like a...
Way to go! You picked the right constellation, and now the ship is heading back here. Touchdown! All right, we've got everything we need. Take it. Time to finish up another mission. Click the on button to start the wheel.
Coming at you anytime, anywhere, I'm Monty Monitor, and this is Hollywood Squares. Today, we're on a 911 rescue mission to save none other than Roast-Bot, the robot fireman. Your first clue is an ice cube. The ice cube will show you what your mission is all about. Ever wonder why an ice cube cracks when you put it in your drink? It's because the air inside it starts expanding. Ice cubes are small blocks of ice. Ice was the world's first form of what? Chillin'. Before electric refrigerators were invented, people chilled things with large blocks of ice. Thousands of years ago, they used snow. Which of the following needs refrigeration to stay fresh? Of course, if you refrigerate milk, it lasts longer. Before milk gets to the store, it's sterilized to make it safer to drink. What's killed in the process of sterilization? That's right. Bacteria and viruses are tiny creatures called germs. Germs are the subject of this mission.
Bummer. We have to go back in time to when germs were discovered. We better wash our hands once we get back.
Your second clue is a milk bottle. It will tell you who discovered germs. Not so long ago, milkmen delivered bottles of milk to people's homes. Today, most milk is bought in stores. Milk bottles have largely been replaced by cartons. What still comes in glass bottles? Good! Beer and wine still come in glass bottles. Some traditions are less easy to break than glass. Which process puts alcohol into beer? Good going! Fermentation happens when yeast turns sugar into alcohol. Which scientist discovered fermentation? Yes, sirree! Louis Pasteur found out how yeast turns sugar into alcohol. He also proved that germs caused diseases. Before Pasteur, people didn't know for sure what caused disease.
Imagine devoting your life to exploring a world that's invisible to the naked eye. Keep going. I want to find out more about this Louis Pasteur character.
Your third clue is a menu. The menu will help you find out where in the world germs were discovered. A menu is a list of dishes available to eat at a restaurant. Many menus start off with a list of appetizers, followed by main courses, then dessert. I'm getting hungry just talking about it. Where would you find a menu? Of course! A cafe is a small restaurant that serves a limited menu. Cafes get their name from a word that means what? No siree. That answer was good to the last drop. Cafes used to be coffee houses. That's how they got their name. Where in the world do they say cafe instead of coffee? That's right. The French word for coffee is café. It was in France where Pasteur discovered germs.
Merci, Monsieur Monitor. We've got one clue to go. Hang in there, you're doing great.
Your fourth clue is a worm. The worm will tell you when in history your mission takes place. 200 years ago, doctors used worms to cure the sick. They'd put blood-sucking leeches on your skin and wait for them to drink the bad blood. Which animal can eat 20 worms in a single day? Did I mumble? You're flying now! Robins are small birds famous for cementing their nests with mud. Which legendary figure named Robin stole from the rich and gave to the poor? Go, kid, go! Stories of the virtuous Robin Hood are the stuff of legends. Robin Hood and his gang of thieves reportedly lived in England in Sherwood Forest. Robin Hood lived during the Middle Ages. Which of the following years was not in the Middle Ages? Correct, Amundo. The Middle Ages lasted from about 400 to 1500. Long after the Middle Ages in 1865, Pasteur discovered that germs caused disease.
That wraps it up. Our mission, to rescue Roast-Bot, the robot fireman, and protect Louis Pasteur's discovery. If we're not successful, well, this is it. The journey into time. Click on me to start the trip. Wash your hands after this trip. We're going to France over 100 years ago, and Louis Pasteur is about to discover germs. Voila! Louis Pasteur is about to figure out a way to sterilize milk. But who's that peeking in the window? It's Roast-Bot! Oh, no! Roast-Bot is heating up the cow! That's not how you sterilize milk. Hit the recall button. Maybe you want to live in a world of Polly's design, but I don't. Come on, press the recall button. What a relief! Especially for the cow. Pasteur invented pasteurization. You heat the milk to kill the germs. Make sure your seat backs are in their upright locked positions while I take us home. Ah, there's no place like home. Press the back button on the utility belt to leave. It does my CPU chip good to know that I've helped bring these guys back where they belong.
I can't believe you're still bothering me. Well, here are more questions. Not that you'll be able to make any sense of them.
There's no time to waste. Pick up the quiz disc and put it in the inventory. Let's take a look at that transquizzer and select another mission. Click on the inventory.